there, friends! Can you guess what we're going to be learning about today? That's right, dinosaurs. This is the last week in our dinosaur unit, and also, can you believe it, the last week of summer. That means after you return, after this week, we are going to be starting a whole new year at Cornerstone. I am so proud of all of the hard work and progress and skills that you have gained this year, and I know we're going to have a fantastic year next year. So let's jump right into today's lesson, which is all about a fiction book called The Dinosaur Who Lived in My Backyard. Now, before we read our book together, we're going to review a few things we have been learning about this month. So, in Miss Erica's Basics class and some of our group lessons together, we have been talking about opposites. Opposites are words that have totally different meanings, like big and small, light and dark, fast and slow. They are opposites, very totally different. So we are going to be looking for opposites in this book. And before we do that, let's practice singing some opposites. We practiced in music this week, musical opposites like loud and soft. In music, we say forte and piano. And then we practiced fast and slow tempos. So we're going to practice some opposites with our We Are Dinosaurs song by Lori Berkner. So we're going to start by singing it loud. Will you sing loud with me? Ready? We are the dinosaurs marching, marching. We are the dinosaurs. What do you think of that? Now sing quiet. We are the dinosaurs marching, marching. We are the dinosaurs. What do you think of that? So we heard loud and soft. Now we're going to sing two other opposites, fast and slow. Let's start with slow. Are you ready? We are the dinosaurs marching, marching. We are the dinosaurs. What do you think of that? You ready to do fast? Here we go. We are the dinosaurs marching, marching. We are the dinosaurs. What do you think of that? We are the dinosaurs marching, marching. We are the dinosaurs. What do you think of that? That was a big difference between fast and slow and loud and soft. We're going to be looking out for opposites that we might be able to find in this book. But first, I want us to keep an eye out for the main characters, that's the who of the story, and the where, that's the setting of the story while we read. So here we go. The Dinosaur Who Lived in My Backyard. The Dinosaur Who Lived in My Backyard by B.G. Hennessy. There used to be a dinosaur who lived in my backyard. Sometimes I wish he still lived there. Raise your hand if you would like to have a dinosaur live in your backyard. Well, I don't know. I'm not sure if I would or not. Let's see. The dinosaur who lived here hatched from an egg that was as big as a basketball. Can you show me an egg as big as a basketball? That's a massive egg. By the time he was 5, he was as big as our car. Can you imagine a dinosaur as big as a car? Oh, my goodness. That's one giant animal, isn't it? Let's keep reading. Just one of his dinosaur feet was so big, it wouldn't even have fit in my sandbox. Ooh, do you see some opposites here? a big dinosaur and a small sandbox, small toys, small children, and big dinosaur. Big and small are opposites. My mother says that if you eat all your vegetables, you'll grow very strong. That must be true because that's all this dinosaur ate. I bet he ate 100 pounds of vegetables every day. That's a whole lot of lima beans. So we learned that some dinosaurs really loved vegetables. Do you remember what animals who only eat vegetables are called? Herbivores. Herbivores, that's right. Those are animals who only eat vegetables. All right, let's keep reading. This dinosaur was so heavy that he would have made my whole neighborhood shake like pudding if he jumped. He weighed as much as 20 pickup trucks. Wow, that's a heavy dinosaur. Can you think of what the opposite of heavy is? A dinosaur is so heavy, but a little bird or a little leaf is very light. Heavy and light are opposites. The dinosaur who lived in my backyard was bigger than my school bus, even bigger than my house. Wow. He had many other dinosaur friends. Sometimes they played hide and seek. Sometimes they had terrible fights. The dinosaur who used to live here was allowed to sleep outside every night. It's a good thing he didn't need a tent. He was so big, he would have needed a circus tent to keep him covered. Back when my dinosaur lived here, my town was a big swamp. This dinosaur needed a lot of water. If he still lived here, we'd have to keep the sprinkler on all the time. My dinosaur had a very long neck, so he could eat the leaves at the top of trees. If he still lived here, I bet he could rescue my kite. That's all I know about the dinosaur who used to live in my backyard. He hasn't been around for a very long time. Sometimes I wish he still lived here. Look, this little boy is thinking of when dinosaurs used to live and what it might have been like. Do you think it would be interesting to meet a dinosaur? I think it would be fascinating and maybe a little bit scary. It would be pretty hard to keep a dinosaur happy, that's true. But my sister and I are saving all our lima beans just in case. Do you remember why they're saving their lima beans? Because what do dinosaurs like to eat? At least dinosaurs who are herbivores. They like to eat vegetables. That's right, friends. Oh man, wow. The dinosaur who lived in my backyard. Raise your hand if you liked this story. That's awesome. Now, can you tell me, who was our story about? Remember, the main characters are usually a person or an animal. That answers the question, who? So we saw that our story was about a boy and the dinosaur. And where did the story take place? Our title gives us a clue. The dinosaur who lived in my backyard. So where? The backyard. All right, friends, thank you for helping me learn about opposites and identify our main characters and setting. All right, I'll see you at our next lesson. Bye-bye.